Hello, here is a quick tutorial on how to format your reference page on an APA document. So here we are, we've got this all set up, we've got the title, that's all stuff from before. References, it starts at the top of its own page, so it's not hanging from another one, and it's exactly the very top, and it's centered. References is centered. That's by centering it up there. If it was left aligned, that'd be wrong. It's not in caps, it's not underlined, it's not bolded, none of that, okay? It's just references. Now you can see here's all the references that we used for this paper in the correct formatting. This paper is not about actually how to do all this kind of gobbledygook in here. It's the physical look of how this paper is. That's what we're going to fix. So you can actually do this all in one little option box, which we're going to fix. This has got three things wrong with it. Right now, I can see that everything is not double spaced. There are extra gaps. So the space between here and here is too big compared to the space between here and here. And the indents are not correctly done. So we're going to fix that. And it's really not that hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all the text in my references. Now again, this is just taking, we're saying that everything that's written is correct. We're not looking at how it's written. We're looking at the formatting on this. Okay. So how you fix this is then under your Home tab, in paragraphs, there should be a little box right here. There's a few different ways you can get this, but we're going to go to paragraph settings. So if we click on this little box, it brings us to paragraph settings. Okay, there's three things in here we're going to do to make it sure that it is the way it should be. Well, first of all, the spacing. Everything in APA is double spaced. Line spacing right now, no, that's not right. So we need to make sure that we change that to double spaced. Double spaced. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. Now, one thing that Microsoft Word does for whatever reason, it always adds an extra space between paragraphs of the same style. We don't want that because everything should be double spaced. So make sure there's a check mark there. We don't want to add a space between paragraphs of the same style. We want everything to be double spaced. Make sure that is checked. So there's the first thing, double spaced. That's the second thing. And now to get the hanging indent, which will make things all perfect, if you go under indentation and you see special, we want to make this special. Let's make it special. Let's change it to hanging. Hanging. So again, it should say hanging. That should be doubled. That should be a check mark. You hit OK. And then, ba-da! You'll notice now that everything is double spaced. There's equal space between here and here, and here and here, and here and here. That's the way it should be. Okay? That is all the way across. Also, you will notice that it's all double spaced the way it should be. In addition, so here's each of our titles. Okay, these are the sources where they came from. These are the authors' names. Those are in alphabetical order. Okay, we already did that. And then you'll notice that, so if the information goes to the next line, it's already indented over. Okay, so everything that's on the left is a new source. That makes it easier for us to find. You'll notice that some of these sources, they're so long they go on to 3 lines. Well, these 2 lines are indented because this is all still part of this gigantic source. Okay, so again, the point is you should be able to look at these over here, say, oh, these are a new source, and then you just go in and read more about that source. So that's how you do that formatting. You're welcome.